Recall the last file used at the working length. In this case, the last file used at 24.5 millimeters was the 50K file. Place this file in the canal and check for canal patency one last time. The properly placed tip should elicit tugback at the apical region when an attempt to remove the file is made. Prepare a mix of root canal cement using the cement powder mixture provided and a few drops of eugenol. Mix a small amount of eugenol with a small amount of powder using the spatula until the mixture is loose and tacky. When pulled with a spatula, the cement should stretch about an inch above the work surface. Continue to add small amounts of powder or eugenol until the desired consistency is attained. When fully mixed, the cement should be smooth and homogeneous in texture, not grainy. When fitting the master gutta percha cone, you must judge two parameters: approximate diameter at the apical constriction, evidenced by tugback or resistance at the apex, and length at the apex of the root canal that you just cleaned, or working length. Both the tugback and working length must be correct. When tugback is evident, there will be resistance to removal and the cone will be engaging in the apical constrictor. If the taper of the canal is too narrow for the gutta percha cone, the cone will not reach the apex. If the apex is over-instrumented, the gutta percha will extend beyond the apex. If the taper of the canal is large enough, it will engage at the apical constrictor. Place the last file to the working length and the last file that you shaped with on the benchtop. Select a gutta percha master cone that reasonably approximates the shape of the prepared canal by estimating a size that lies between these two files. Using cotton pliers, remove a single gutta percha cone from the package and measure the cone to the working length. Remember, sterile gutta percha cones should be handled with cotton pliers only to prevent infection. Place the gutta percha cone in the prepared canal up to the measured working length. If the point binds before reaching the measured length, select a thinner point. If the tip goes to measurement but does not elicit tugback, cut away 1 millimeter from the tip of the cone and try again. Continue to cut away the tip and try the cone again until tugback is achieved at the working length. Remember how much you cut away at the tip. You will have to cut this amount away for each subsequent cone that you use in filling the canal. After cutting away the tip, if tugback is achieved but the length is too short, the cone must be discarded and a new cone must be measured and adjusted to fit the canal. When the tip of the cone binds exactly at the working length and offers resistance to withdrawal or tugback, check the working length once more to verify that the measurement is correct. Remember, both the tugback and working length must be correct. With the gutta percha cone fitted in the canal, take a radiograph to confirm fit of the master cone. Once the master gutta percha cone is fit, the canal is ready to be filled using the lateral condensation technique. Begin by placing the cement into the canal using the last working length file. Cover the file with cement and place it into the canal. Use the file to line the walls of the canal circumferentially, distributing the cement on the walls of the canal evenly, 2 or 3 times. Using the cotton pliers, remove a gutta percha cone from the package and cover it with an even coat of cement. Place the cone in the canal to the working length until tugback is elicited. Extrusional cement may be witnessed with the unmounted teeth. This does not cause a problem. While no cement is irritation-free, once it sets, the body accepts it and no long-term irritation persists. Place a D11 spreader in the canal alongside the cone. Apply pressure apically to push the spreader in as far as possible and spread from side to side. This side-to-side or lateral spreading motion is the basis for the technique name, lateral condensation. The D11 spreader is available in both titanium and stainless steel. The stainless steel spreader may be used for straight canals. For curved canals, the more flexible titanium spreader should be used. Stainless steel finger spreaders may also be used. Remove the spreader and heat the long end Glick No. 1 instrument in the Bunsen burner flame. Place the heated Glick No. 1 in the canal to the floor of the pulp chamber and move the instrument side to side, heating off the protruding gutta percha. If the instrument is not hot enough, some of the gutta percha may be left behind. The instrument should be reheated and the rest of the gutta percha removed. Place the spreader into the canal as far as possible apically and spread from side to side, compressing gutta percha and cement against the walls. Repeat steps 13 through 17 using accessory gutta percha cones until there is no more room in the canal for additional gutta percha. Do not place an accessory cone with a diameter larger than the remaining apical end of the canal. The cone will not fit to the end, and this can create gaps in the filling. When the process is completed, there should be no gutta percha on the floor of the chamber. Gutta percha should be placed in the canal only and should not extend into the pulp chamber. Use cotton to remove any remaining cement from the inside of the chamber. A final X-ray should be taken when the condensation is completed. In the clinic, a final X-ray is taken without the rubber dam in place and with a final or temporary restoration in place on the tooth. Clinically, it is possible to take a radiograph only in a buccolingual direction. However, in the preclinic, X-rays should be taken in both the buccolingual and mesiodistal direction. This will enable complete visualization of the root canal fill. Develop your radiograph. In the lab, develop your radiograph using the automatic developing unit.